I want to talk about investing and flipping watches, the difference, and some common mistakes that a lot of people make. I personally do not believe that watches are investments. However, that does not mean that I don't flip watches because I obviously do. If you look back at my early videos and if you look now, I flip watches. I make money on watches. But I don't believe watches are investments. So, what do I mean by that? There's a lot of people out there that will say, okay, I'm going to buy this Rolex. I'm going to buy this Omega, this Breitling, whatever. I'm going to enjoy it. And maybe in 5, 10 years, I'm going to sell it and I'm going to make a little bit of money. That is investing in watches. And I don't believe in that. I believe that if you truly like something, if you truly want something, you should wear it, you should enjoy it. And if you got the value and enjoyment out of that watch, then that's all that matters. You should not be focused on making a profit on that watch unless your intentions were to do so from the very beginning. That's a different story. That's not investing, that's flipping. Now, there are long-term holds and there are short-term holds. Obviously, a long-term hold, that's up to your dispute on how long you think you should have something or how short it should be. But essentially, a short-term hold is, okay, I'm going to buy this watch with the intention of selling it right away. Long-term hold, you hold on to it. You say, okay, I think it's going to go up in value, and then you sell it. Now, that is very similar to investing, but it's really not. It's actually very different. The people that are investing in watches are usually beginner enthusiasts. They don't maybe know that much or whatever, or they say, you know what, I don't really care about this watch that I'm buying. Let's just say it's a Rolex of some sort. They slap it on their wrist for a year or two and they hope to turn a profit. Now, this is very dangerous, especially right now. Right now, prices on everything, cars, watches, all luxury goods, are dropping at a very record pace. Obviously, they went up at a record pace, so it makes sense that they would go down at a record pace. I personally do believe that we are headed towards another recession in the next year or two, even though Donald Trump was elected today. Well, today my time. This video is not going to air for a few weeks. But anyway, I do believe no matter who's in office, we are heading towards a global recession just because it has to. It went up so quickly, it has to go down eventually. And that's the nature of life. Eventually, it will go back up again. But this is not the time to be investing in a watch. Now, if you're going to be flipping watches, you buy something at a great price and you're going to resell it, that's a different story. Now, I want to talk really quick about some do's and don'ts. The number one thing you need to do when you're going to flip a watch is not fall in love with the watch that you're buying. If you say, I want this specific watch, you're probably not going to get a good deal on it, and then it doesn't become a flip. It becomes a investment, which we don't do. So you don't want to do that. You want to find the best deal out there. You want to pick between 5 and 10 models that you like. You should buy something you enjoy. 5 to 10 models and get the best deal on that model that you can. And don't fall in love with the watch, fall in love with the deal. The money is made not on the sell, it's made on the buy. Always remember that. Your money is made when you buy a watch, not when you sell a watch. Now, obviously, there's some exclusions to that, but just remember that. Remember that for Teddy over there. This thing's reversed. It's hard to do, but yeah, Teddy, he said the same thing. Look at him. But that's the biggest mistake people make is they fall in love with the watch and they get a bad deal. And it's the same with cars and houses and all that stuff. If you're going to flip watches, you really need to get serious. You need to put money aside. You can't spend that money unless it's on the watch. Don't be like, okay, I just made $300 on this Tissot. Let me spend that $300. You want to grow your wallet a little bit, so don't do that. I heard a lot of people talking about, holding watches as investments, and that just rubbed me the wrong way because they're not. They're meant to be enjoyed, they're meant to be worn. If you're going to flip watches, that means you are going into the business of watches. And if you're going into the business of watches, then you may enjoy watches, but you're no longer a hobbyist, you're a businessman. And that's how you need to think. If you love watches, my recommendation as a watch fan myself is probably not to get into the business of watches because you're not going to enjoy it as much. Now, it depends on the day. Every day is different. But that's my advice. Take it or leave it. Up to you. Quick video, just throwing it out there. And thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. It really helps the channel a lot. We're launching our website soon. We have a few watches for sale. If you're selling a watch, feel free to hit us up. We're more than happy to make you a very fair offer on it. But until next time, peace.